The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code NBA SGPN. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the voice, no the guys. Me, really real, villain, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, we have some things to get through today. 3 playoff games on the slate. Had a couple, 3 playoff games yesterday? You could call it 3, really 2. Really 1.5. Maybe 1 if we do math right. But one of those games was not a playoff game at all. We got the nerd Lonte Smith with me. Lonte, what's going on?
Not much, man. Looking forward to. Well, I'm not looking forward to it, but at least it's playoff basketball. That's the least I can say.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think that today's games provide. There could be an interesting way that today's games could go, or they could go completely chalk and it could not be interesting at all. And so, a lot to look forward to here. A lot. We've got low totals. Jesus Christ, we've got low totals. We got some pretty decent sized spread here. And we got a lot to talk about. So we will talk about it. Just give us 1 second first before we do that. Got to talk about the SGPN NFL Draft Show. You can catch me up there. What is that? 8 p.m. on Thursday is the draft. Wow, the draft is finally here. It only took forever and a day. But you can watch the entire round 1 of the NFL Draft with all of your favorite hosts, not just me, but all of the favorite hosts over all of SGPN. All together, teaming up on the Mothership Pod. Go to youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. That's youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. 8 p.m. Thursday for that live stream. I'll be up there. Scott be up there. I don't know, Lonte. Are you hopping on the stream? Are you getting on the stream? No.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Lonte be up there. Like I said, it's everybody from the network. So go check that out for sure. All right. Let's get into this slate. We got 3 games for the playoffs. The big game already has some. I mean, there's breaking news left and right here. It might not be breaking because the news already dropped, but it's breaking because I haven't been able to play this drop yet, so I'm going to play it now. Big news for the Boston Celtics in their series against the Orlando Magic. Jason Tatum is day-to-day with a wrist injury. He is doubtful to play in this game today. They have not officially ruled him out for whatever reason, but he is officially doubtful for the game. The line has moved accordingly. Opened up laying 12 with Boston in game 2. They are now currently laying 10.5. 196. This is not fake. I didn't say that wrong. 196.5 is the total for this game. Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, this game will never get to a game 7. I mean, this series will never get to a game 7. But I couldn't imagine what a game 7 total would be in this series. What, 180? 188, 189? Like, are we breaking the 190 threshold and getting to the 180s here for this series in a game 7? Like, this is ridiculous. 196.5 is total, 10.5 with Boston. Lonte, what are you doing?
Yeah, I like Orlando. Probably my favorite play on the card. I mean, Boston's banged up obviously with the Tatum thing, but also Jalen's getting those shots in his knee. He was okay in game 1. I mean, he wasn't he wasn't bad or anything. I didn't see anything like noticeable, but again, he also had JT there with him. So now that he's pretty much the focal point of the scouting report without JT on the court, and Orlando's obviously a really good defensive team, and Derek White kind of carried him in that. Him and Pritchard kind of carried him in the scoring aspect, and the Jays did what they needed to do. But I mean, I think Orlando fought, although they kind of let go of the rope in the second half. I thought they were pretty competitive throughout. They played hard. They just didn't have a ton. I really didn't understand a lot of the rotations. I think you got to get Corey Joseph out of there and play a lot more Cole Anthony. I mean, I know he's smaller on defense. I know Scott was talking about it, but I mean, what else do you have? I mean, he's like the third best offensive player on the team. So yeah, I would think that he has to play a little bit more here to get some kind of offensive flow going and offensive creation outside of Franz and Paulo. I still think the total is probably too high because I don't think Orlando can crack even 90 points. I think it'd be a slower pace game. I like Orlando in the points in a low possession game. I think Boston, they'll play fine and they'll probably. I mean, we saw it in the first half. They actually trailed at the half, so it's not, and they were fully loaded. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Orlando Magic can hang here, especially within this number. So I like the Magic. I like the under. I like the first half under as well. So yeah, those are the three things that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just saying Boston doesn't need Jason Tatum. Like, at what point does Boston need something to get a win? I think that's my question for the people, Lonte, because all I've heard this time is, oh, Jaylen Brown, knee injury. They don't need him. They don't need Jaylen Brown to win this series. Oh, Jason Tatum, wrist injury. They don't need him to win this series. At what point do they need anybody on the roster to win the series, Lance? Are we going to get to Derek White? Oh, they don't need Derek White. Porzingis? Oh, they don't need Porzingis. Like, at what point are we going to say they need to win this? They need these players to win the series? Because now your top two guys, one is banged up, the other isn't even playing in the game, and people are still pegging you 10 points to win the game when you've been horrible as a double-digit favorite all year? Do I have to go back and start hating this team to get people to realize that this team isn't the best thing in the fucking world? Yeah, Magic plus 10.5. Earlier this season, they played a game without Jason Tatum, and the Magic didn't have, I don't think they had Franz Wagner or Paolo Banchero in that game. Magic won by 4. Yeah, that's what happened. No Franz Wagner, no Paolo Banchero. Jalen Suggs had 16. This is way back in December, by the way. Jalen Suggs had 16. Trevelin Queen had 15. And De Silva had 18. And they got the win. 108-104. Later on in the season, they did get a win. Nobody played in that game. Really didn't matter. But that was the earlier in the season. No Jason Tatum. That's what it got you. They lost to a team without Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. I'll take a shot. Give me give me Orlando with you plus 10.5. Sprinkle on the money line. I mean, come on. Because if they lost this game, is anybody going to be surprised? Like, really? A lot of people are like, oh, Boston's fine. They'll be able to get it done. Whatever. But if they end up losing the game, are you really surprised they didn't have their two best players playing? Like, so, yeah, sprinkle on the money line just in case. Orlando could definitely mess around and get a win here. I would have loved for this to be happening in Orlando, but you know what? Maybe they still won in Boston. And maybe this is how we get Orlando to win 2 games. They get this one in Boston, and then they steal one at home, and then they proceed to lose the series. All right. 196.5 is total, Lonte. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like under still. I mean, I just don't see the path for Orlando to score. I mean, a lot of stuff is made for Boston offensively, rightfully so, but they're really good defensively as well. And they have the requisite bodies. I mean, Paolo's gonna do. I mean, he's just like a mismatch for anybody. So it's not just Boston, but and Franz didn't really get going. I mean, they don't really have a ton of guys outside of those two. But again, I mean, I think they struggle to score. Boston was playing a little bit more zone, and they can't shoot. They can't they're just pretty much just using Paulo nail work to like play off of him and off of that. And if the shots aren't falling, I don't know how to get to 96 points. And I mean, I assume that
they were only alive in that run in the first game when KCP started hitting shots. There was a time before where he wasn't hitting shots and they were getting killed. He started hitting shots and then they started come back and they took the lead. Second half, KCP didn't do shit. They got killed again. Like they need to find some offense outside those top two guys, and I just
Yeah,
haven't seen them be able to do it.
yeah, and I think now with JT out, that means that more than likely Drew Holiday is going to get more minutes, which means he could probably take out one of those, like not take out, but he'll be the focal point defensively.
For either Friends or
Yeah,
Paulo. Yeah.
yeah, and
It was one of
then
those times, I think I remember hearing in the broadcast one of those times they were talking about he was like they both were having a pretty solid game, but they were like 1 for 9 versus Drew Holiday.
he's that good, man. He's that
Yeah.
good. So yeah, I don't know how they score. I mean, KCP is going to hit a few shots. He's going to have to, but I think he will, and I think that Cole Anthony will have a good game as well. But I still think we see like a. I mean, Boston may get to 100. Maybe like we see 105, 93, something like that.
I'm not even certain Boston win the game. Give me under 196.5. I really do like I like you sold me on the Drew Holiday playing more minutes because he was really, really good against both of those players, and he may force one of them into a bad game. But I could see this being some ugly 92 to freaking 90, like
Yeah, I can
something
see that.
ugly
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah. I need
I
to
think
preface my
both,
score 101.94.
but and they had the Derek White game, they had the Porzingis game already. Clamp down Jalen Brown. Don't let those guys do whatever. Like, and they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. So I'll take the under. Game two. I was never going over in game two, honestly, but 196.5, sure. Let's see what happens when we bet under 196.5. That's crazy. Like that is an insane total for a game two. Game six has to be like 190. That like if I mean not game six, game seven. If there was ever a game seven, that this total says it has to be like 190. That's ridiculous. All right. Before we get to the next game of slate, gotta talk to you about Edge Boost. Have you ever had your deposit blocked by your bank right before a big bet, or struggled to get money out the ATMs at 2 a.m. because you've hit your ATM limit for the day? Well, don't worry. All you have to do is go lock in with Edge Boost. Edge Boost is the first ever bank account built for bettors. Edge Boost gives you fast, reliable access to your funds and making it easier for you to move your money when and where you need it without the delays that can come with traditional banks. You can move up to $2,500,000 per day on your Edge Boost card. So make sure you go over there, take advantage of the 24/7 instant deposits and unlimited withdrawals. You'll never have to wait for that wire to clear again. It gets better because you can deposit into your qualified gambling account and earn up to 0.5% in cash back rewards. All this for no usage fees, no minimum balance. Just simply verify your identity and you're ready to go. Finally, Edge Boost has a suite of responsible gambling tools to help you manage your bankroll and make informed decisions. Those informed decisions are like here. So, what are you waiting for? Go over to edgeboost.bet. Promo code SGPN. That's edgeboost.bet. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Make sure you get over there, you lock in, and hey, maybe you want to tap in and bet the Orlando Magic over there on mybookie.ag. You can do that super easy. They have a whole bunch of customers from a whole bunch of different locations. So go over there to mybookie.ag, check and see if you're supported, and get down on the action today. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for your 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. All right, let's get back to it. Next game up on the docket, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers at home, game two of their series, up 1-0 against the Miami Heat. Cleveland's laying 12 to 11.5 is total. That total is dropping. We've got Kevin Love, Terry Rozier, both out. Like that meant anything. Tony Brothers is on the call here today. Interesting. Nothing to report for the Cleveland Cavs here. Cavs are laying 12. Are you laying it with the Cavs here, Lonte?
Yeah, I am. I think it's a bad matchup for Miami. I think that Cleveland did not play extremely well and still dominated. Well, they didn't dominate them. Miami was competitive, especially in certain pockets of the game. But I mean, we're just looking at it. Everybody was talking about Ty Jerome, rightfully so. I mean, he had an amazing fourth quarter. He had a good game. I
28.
mean, yeah, I mean, Mitchell had 30, Garland had 27, and like DeAndre Hunter didn't score. Jared Allen, he was okay on the boards, but I mean, finishing around the rim, he wasn't really that aggressive as far as like finishing how he usually is. Evan Mobley was terrible. He did a decent job on Bam in certain spots, but Bam does a good job defensively on him as well. I think they're like kind of mirror images of each other, actually. But yeah, I think that it's just a bad match. I mean, DeAndre Hunter was scoreless. They didn't have a ton of flow outside of those three guys. So I think they'll have more team contributions here and it'll be way more balanced. So I'm laying it with Cleveland. I think they'll pretty much. I think they'll bury Miami here.
Mm, mm, I'm not really. I don't really have a feel. I mean, I guess I could see Cleveland run away with this thing, but I could also see Miami kind of keep this a close one. Like, I think I like Cleveland for all the reasons you say, but then it could be this just like random game where Miami just gets up and make this a close game. Uh, I do think that Cleveland has a lot more options, and I trust those options more consistently. And maybe I'm just remembering that Cleveland was actually a really good team that was destroying teams in the beginning part of the season. They kind of just like eased up on that a little bit, but it seems like they could be back in that mode again. Something similar to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, I guess I'll go chalk with you, and I'll take Cleveland. But I really don't have a feel one way or another. Like I think that Miami defensively is all right. I think that they got punched in the mouth early, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them come back with some adjustments here. But I could also see Cleveland just being that good. And so that's a really tough one for me, I will admit. But I'll go chalk with you, Lonte. All right, let's see here. We've got 211.5 as total. I like the under here. I think that's the adjustment that Miami makes, and they don't let all the easy stuff. Ty Jerome have the big game. Like all the guards were cooking them last time around. I think that they try to find a way to take that away some point. I think Mitchell's probably still a get off. Maybe not as much Garland. I do think that we'll see some Max Strus in this game, and so I think that Max Strus will actually be able to get going. Uh, you talking about it in the chat. Strus was head scoreless in the second half. I think that he'll be able to get going for the duration of this entire game. So I think he'll be just not all Ty Jerome, a little bit more Max Strus in there as well. He was really efficient, and he's been efficient in majority of the games he's played against Miami. But he just didn't get the usage. I think it's a little bit more here as adjustments pour in. So maybe a Ty Jerome assist play here as well. Lance, anything on the total? I'm going under.
Yeah, I like over. I think that Miami's pace has been a little bit faster as of late. Over in 7 of 10. Um, a lot of those were at the end of the season. But I just think their pace has picked up. And Cleveland, I mean, Cleveland's going to get a lot more from those other guys, which it'll balance out the scoring, but I think it allows their offense to flow a little bit more. I don't think Miami's defense is not good. They don't have the requisite pieces to kind of stop the interior game of Cleveland. I think that'll be on full display. So I think the two big lineup will work even better this time. And I just think Cleveland will be able to score at will. So I think Miami in transition will be able to score. They'll probably get Tyler Hero more off ball to kind of help him get rid of some of those traps and some of those blitzes. So I expect to see him a little bit more off ball, which will kind of get him going. So yeah, I like over.
All right. Let's see here. Next game on the slate. Last game on the slate. The Houston Rockets welcoming the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets find themselves down a game at home here. Already lost the home court advantage. They're laying 3.5. 204. This was all the way down to 203. 204.5 is the total for the injury report. And we've got nothing on the Warriors side of the ball. Jashawn Tate and Jock Lando are both out for game 2. So this is how I think the game is going to go. I think that Houston's probably going to get out very, very focused, and they want to get a win here so they don't go 0-2 down to Golden State. But I think they do. I really do. I think that Houston's going to go down 0-2 here. I think that that was their best shot that they took was that last game in the regular season, and then when they realized that, oh man, it's really tough to hold Steph Curry down for multiple games, you kind of just started to see it fade away in that last game in Game 1, especially towards the end there. And so I just don't know what they're going to do in the fourth quarter to make this competitive. When I trust the Warriors, if this is a tight game in the fourth quarter, to get stops and be able to put the ball in the basket, but I don't know if the Rockets are going to be able to put the ball in the basket. I know they can get stops; they're a great defensive team, but are they going to be able to score? Are they going to go to Şengün late in the game? Is Şengün even going to be in there late in the game? What is the Warriors' plans to get Şengün out the game? Because that's the only person that was really a problem for them. They handled everybody else rather easily. They brought the physicality to Houston, and Houston's got to return that physicality and actually remember that they have a size advantage here, because didn't really feel like it in Game 1.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were keeping
No, go
going.
ahead. Come on, go.
I like this. So this is a tough game. Numbers wise, if you believe in anything, I don't think you can lay 3.5 with Houston. I mean, it's pretty much like a spot thing, a spot play, like number wise. 3.5 is a large number for what we saw in the first game and some of the deficiencies that we knew Houston had. But I think Ime has to lean in more to the Jabari at the 4, kind of space the floor out and have Şengün play in the middle, because when Jabari was in, I mean, he was really effective defensively as well. He's able to kind of his off the dribble game it was his weakness coming in. I think it's still his weakness now. So he's not able to beat guys off the dribble, but he can spot up in certain spots off that pick and roll with Van Vliet or Jalen Green. I expect Jalen Green to play a little bit better. Fred Van Vliet was missing everything, and he generally is a poor, field goal shooter. Like, his field goal percentage is generally low, but a lot of those shots he was getting was they were open. I mean, he was open. He just wasn't hitting. Jalen Green was pressing a little bit. He couldn't even beat Steph off the dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Steph's a decent defender, but I mean, he's not. Like, he shouldn't be able to stay in front of Jalen Green. When you get that switch, like, that's supposed to be, your time to go. But yeah, I think it's a coin flip game. I'll probably take the points with Golden State if I had to, but I mean, I won't have anything on the game. I kind of want to see what Ime does. Is he going to lean into that big lineup with Steven Adams that he had extreme success with, or is he going to go for, okay, we got to have some type of offense and play Jabari a little more? I mean, I would probably even think about putting Reed Sheppard in, because obviously can shoot the ball. I know he might not be playing the type of defense that Ime likes, but you got to trade off something. I mean, he can hit a shot. He can hit a wide open shot. He can create as well. So I would want to see a lot more Reed Sheppard in the spot, but I mean, I doubt Ime is going to play him. But especially now with the way the Warriors have been playing with the Steph and Jimmy pick and roll. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, man. I think I want to see how the game flows out. But if I had to play anything, it would be the Warriors or nothing.
I wasn't prepared for Reed Sheppard to get a shout out here.
Love Reed Sheppard.
Man, Jalen Green, Fred VanVleet, y'all are so bad that you got Lonte out here on this internet calling for Reed Sheppard.
I mean, he doesn't. I ain't saying that he's like the savior, but I mean, he can hit a shot. He can hit a shot.
Because if the guys in front was playing well and scoring the basketball, you wouldn't be calling from little Reed Sheppard to get in the game. It's because Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green ain't doing their job. If they was hooping and they was scoring, you wouldn't be saying shit about Reed Sheppard. It's because they not doing their job. And so with that, I mean, I agree. I think you probably do need some more Jabari Smith Jr. for some offense in this game, and they probably do get it, and he probably does provide it. But then that also makes you a little bit smaller. It makes things a little bit easier. They've effectively shown you that, hey, all right, you thought that this double big lineup was going to help you, but it's really not, and Şengün's not going to be able to do everything for you. I'm telling you, I have to see something great come out of the Rockets this series, because I was already committed to the Warriors winning. But when they played that last game in the regular season, I said, okay, maybe the Rockets can make this competitive. Now I'm getting close to getting back to the point where the Warriors are about to just dominate this team because this is a horrible matchup for them. So I'm on the Warriors. You're on the Warriors too. I'm on the total. Are
Yeah,
you
I
on
mean,
the Warriors?
I don't want to be, but I mean, if that would be the only side that I would play.
All right, so you're on the Warriors. So you're on the Warriors. Okay. 204.5 is total. I still think it goes under. I mean, these games have flown under. The highest total in the past 5 games has been 203. And I have to wait and see Houston score, and then it'll make me believe that they can actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna just grow into scores overnight. I don't think. Yeah, just under. I think that's the way that they want to play. Um, I think their defense will be. I mean, it's hard to say their defense was bad when they held the team under 100 points in this type of NBA. But I mean, they did a decent job. I mean, it just like Steph was just Steph. I mean, there's really nothing that you. I mean, it's really nothing that you can do about it. He's been doing it to Houston for years. So, um, yeah, I mean, I would go under. So maybe Rockets first half under as well. Yeah, so I don't feel good about it as you can tell. But yeah.
If the Rockets get the win, there's no way this goes over. All right. Top Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. You can play any sport and win up to 100x. We'll give you an underdog lineup right after we finish our lock and dog on the other side of this. So make sure you stick around for that. And you can pick higher or lower on any of your favorite players' fantasy stats and have a chance to win a whole bunch of cash. So sign up with NBA SGPN. You can get a special pick and first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code NBA SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, your home for AI bat picks and props. Rhythm is live for Major League Baseball. Lonte's over there with the MLB Gambling Podcast. And they also got the NBA and golf models as well. So the picks are so good. It feels like cheating at times, man. Like it really does. Build your own model. It's simple and easy. And I promise you, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. So head over there. Rhythm has some amazing deals going on. 25% off your monthly subscription. Promo code SGPN25. 50% off annual subscription. Promo code SGPN50. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25 or SGPN50 for those deals. All right. Lonte. Lock, dog. And then we'll drop an underdog lineup. What are you doing?
Let me make sure that this is still the right. Um, I'm going with Cleveland for the lock. I'm going with Cleveland team total over 112.5. That's minus 105. You can get that. I think that Cleveland will be more well rounded. I mean, they got the 121, and that was basically off of 3 players. So I think the other guys will play a lot better as well. Don't trust Miami to stop them. I mean, they just don't have the requisite pieces to stop this team, and it's kind of a bad matchup for them. So I like Cleveland over. Over 112.5 for the team total, and I'm going to take Orlando first half plus 270 for the dog.
All right. I like that. Lock. Full transparency, I already gave out Warriors and Rockets under on my other show. Shout out to Fast Break Bets. So I don't want to double up there. Let's go with Orlando plus 10.5. Sure, why not? I just think that's ridiculous. Like at this point, your best player is hobbled on one leg, and your maybe other best players out. Or flip those around, however you want to do it. I don't want to get into that argument. But one of your two best players is on one leg, and the other of your two best players is out. And you're still laying 10 here. Are they that much better than the rest? No, I don't think they're that much better. At least Orlando makes this close. Maybe even wins outright. For the dog, just give me Golden State plus 140. I really think Houston's in over their head. I do. And maybe maybe there's a world where Golden State kind of lets this go at the end because they already have one. They're up one. They got home court back. You did what you came to do on the road. But I just think Houston struggles to score the basketball, and Golden State can take advantage of that. And I think that Jimmy Butler still has a matchup that I really, really like in this series where he's going to be able to score. He showed it in game one. And Steph Curry, Steph Curry. It's just all those other guys have to play really, really well. And I think they're playing all right right now. So I'll take the Warriors on the money line. I'm not really a believer in the Rockets right now. And if I'm right, I would love to make some money off of it. So there we go. All right. Underdog Fantasy. Let's close this out strong, Lonte. I think we both like Jabari Smith Jr. to have a pretty good day, don't we?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so let's go add that into the underdog. Well, hopefully they have his line out. Yep, here we go. Set 9.5. This 9.5 points is 0.94. I would have liked to get more. Or they don't even. So they don't have points and rebounds. So we can do 0.94 with the 9.5 points. That feels kind of free, I'm not going to lie. Or we can go points, rebounds, and assists higher, 16.5, and get the regular price.
Your call, man. I like the points, though.
All right, we'll just take the points. We'll take the easy win. We'll go with the easy win. I think double digits is very much in the realm possibility for Jabari Smith Jr. here today. All right, what else we got?
I like Franz. I like his points. And I like Al Horford points, rebounds. But those are the two that I like the most.
Franz is 0.94 as well. Jesus Christ, they're really getting us today. 0.94.
If you go PR, PR is fine for Franz.
PR. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, here we go. 28.5.
Yeah.
All right.
He can have 23, 24 points.
All right. Yeah. 28.5 for Franz Wagner. I do like it, especially if Drew Holiday just sticks to Paolo Banchero the entire game.
Yeah. Or you can go with Jalen Green bounce back game. What is he like? 18.5, 19?
Bounce back game? No way. No way on the Jalen Green bounce back game. You lucky I didn't say what's Fred VanVleet at. Fred VanVleet does it.
You would go Fred VanVleet over Jalen?
Lower, definitely.
Lower.
Fred VanVleet hasn't had a good game since the Warriors since the 2019 playoffs.
I mean, he'll probably shoot well. I mean, he was getting wild up in looks. It wasn't like
no, bro. You can. Do we have to go through this? We can go through this. I got a little. We done got through the episode with enough time. We got a little bit of time. That you have to understand how bad Fred VanVleet has been against the Warriors. I don't think you understand. And it's all right. I'm gonna just
I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying like he's getting a lot of
but I don't think that I've driven this fact home yet enough, and so I'm just gonna drive it home a little bit more. That he's been very, very bad, very, very bad against the Warriors here. Look at here with the Houston Rockets, 2 of 7, 8 points, 1 of 8, 10 points. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, those are 3. Oh, it gets even worse. All right, here we go. 2 of 13, 8 points. 3 of 13, 10 points. 2 of 7, 10 points. 2 of 12, 11 points. 5 of 16, 13 points. 3 of 13, 8 points. 1 and 8, 3 points. This has been very, very bad for Fred VanVleet. What did he have in that last game in game 1? Because game 1 was also not above 13 points here. It's been very, very tough sledding for Fred VanVleet. I'm not going to make us do it in the underdog lineup, but there should be very much a lot of discussion.
No, I think you should. You like it. It sounds like you like it.
No. I mean, I could throw it in. It's 14.5 here. All right. But it's also 0.3, 0.94. And we done lost a lot of juice on this already. The lower is definitely 0.94.
Take his PRA. Take his PRA lower.
I don't know. No, because the assists actually have been pretty good. The assists have actually been pretty decent. And he could have a random assist game that pulls that over. I wonder if there's a points and rebounds up here. Oh, that's only 16.5. And okay, so yeah. Let me see. How many? 15. I'm just double checking to make sure that he has snuck over on the rebounds a couple of times here. and that's helped them get over. All right, no, it's the points and the points only. But we've lost a lot of juice on this. I want to get some. I want to get a regular play, so we don't have to. I can play Fred VanVleet somewhere else and get a better line. Let's go. You took Cleveland team total over. Who do you like on Cleveland? We can go Garland assists. I like Max Strus. I think Strus can have a solid game here.
I like Hunter.
You said who?
I like DeAndre Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter to have a big game.
Yeah, or Mobley PR higher.
Wow, look at Ty Jerome getting lines in the day before. Jesus. All right, so we said DeAndre Hunter or well, where's Hunter at? Hunter is not up here. So we got Mobley. Wow, Davion Mitchell has lines and DeAndre Hunter doesn't.
Yep.
Never mind. Here he is. Okay, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, what? Davion Mitchell got lines and DeAndre Hunter doesn't. What did you want to look at Hunter's way?
Just points. That's all.
Higher DeAndre Hunter. There we go. 0.04x. We got a little bit of it back, Lonte. There we go. 9.5 points higher. I like that too. He only needs a couple of threes and he can get there. So, couple of low values. One is higher up here. We're getting closer to that 6x here. Jabari Smith Jr. higher, 9.5 points. We got Franz Wagner higher, 28.5 points in rebounds. And we got DeAndre Hunter higher, 9.5 points. Add that into Underdog, shake it up, and you get 5.86x. $100 get you $586 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBASGPN, claim that special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. All right. With that, what do you like here? Anything else, Lonte, before we get up out of here?
Nope, that's it, man.
All right. He's XX Lonte XX on X. I am at really real _ on X. Make sure you give us a follow at SGPN NBA. YouTube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Drop a like on the video before you get out of here. Drop a like on the video. Comment, all of that stuff. Really appreciate it. Helps the numbers, helps the podcast grow, all of that. We will be back tomorrow to break down the next round of playoff games. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to do like this. We are out of here.